Okay, so I often get asked the question, if I do a video on an 8 gig Pi, does this work on a 4 gig Pi? So I thought I'd have a look and see what sort of difference it made. I'm currently on my 4 gig Pi, so if I open up Terminal, it will tell me here, there you go, memory free of 4 gig. And this is running Monkajaro 20.04. There is a later version of this, which I thought I had on an SD card, but I didn't. So I'm going to use this one because the Dolphin emulator works well on this anyway. And it's only really showing the frames per second. And so this isn't about getting the game to run well. This is to see if the 8 gig model runs it better. So let's close that down and open up the Dolphin emulator, and we'll go with Dave Mira, which runs terribly on this, but because of that I'll be able to get a good look at the frames per second. So what I'll do is play both games and then I'll run both split screen so you can see what the difference is by using 4 gig and 8 gig. Okay, so I've tried to sync the two up as much as I can, although it's quite tricky because you're trying to play the same route on a game and so on. But as you can see from the top FPS on the left hand side, it pretty much stays exactly the same. It definitely isn't using any of the extra RAM. So looking at this game, no difference in performance at all really. It definitely runs too slow. It's a great game and I play this on a Wii U. I play the GameCube version on a Wii U and with a PS3 controller with Nintendo, and it's a brilliant game and it looks great and it plays really well. Unfortunately on this it is too slow. So a bit of motocross, this still runs too slow, and I have weird issues with the steering on this for some reason. But again, the 8 gig 4 gig comparison shows that they just perform exactly the same. And I don't know why I can never make this jump. There must be some sort of boost or something to make this jump, because I went full speed flat out, pulled up and crashed on both. Never mind. So Tomb Raider Legend, this actually plays not too bad on the Raspberry Pi 4. It plays even better on Monkajaro 20.06, and the sound is better as well. The sound is a bit choppy on this, but I thought that it was perfectly playable. You saw a little sight stutter there at exactly the same time on both. Must be loading something in, but actually the frames per second seemed pretty decent. The overall gameplay seemed probably like it should be, and I quite enjoyed it. And I show a little bit of just the 8 gig version playing on its own just at the end, just so you can see it full screen to get an idea of how good it looks. But yeah, I was pretty impressed with this one. So Smugglers Run is a game that definitely speeds up and slows down at different times, but they're pretty much in sync on the FPS. Both systems, 8 and 4 gig, didn't really make any difference. It'd be interesting to see what other systems, if they make use of that extra RAM for just gaming, for just running a single emulator on its own. So far, I don't think it's made a lot of difference, but I'm going to have a look at Android and see if that makes a difference, because I did a recent video on emulation on that and a lot of those ran very well, but it would be interesting to see if it makes any difference to have that extra 4 gig of RAM. So I hope all this helps. I'm also going to do a test showing overclocking and showing what difference that makes to the FPS on various different systems. But thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.